So, listen, let's get to the Price is Right.
All right, anything to get you away from that woman.
No, we love Raquel. Why do you think they dissed you the way they did in such a horrible way?
Well, I think it is because in recent weeks, I have been very critical of their choice of prizes. To make it, to be explicit, I spoke out against the idea of Price is Right giving tickets for the Calgary Stampede and for SeaWorld in Florida, both of which are notorious animal abusers.
And they continued to give the prizes out. You were critical of the show, and you think, and that there was just radio silence after that.
Well, I think that I'm not sure that they continued giving the prizes. I had calls about just one time that they had given the prizes, and I promptly, and I was, in Canada, for example, I had requests from radio shows, television shows, newspapers, for interviews, and I didn't hesitate to say that I thought Price was making a terrible mistake, and when I was the executive producer and host, they would not even have come to me with something like that because it is so obviously the wrong thing to do.
How did that affect you, Bob? I mean, that is so your show, and I understand that you took a position of principle, but how did it affect you that you were cut out of that show?
Listen, Harvey, the best thing that has happened to me in weeks, in months, is to have been snubbed by The Price is Right. If I'd been invited to be on the show, well, there might have been a few people paid attention to it, but now it's all over everything. I mean, television, radio, newspapers. I've been doing interviews all day. Hell, it even got me on TMZ.
There you go. There you go.
Well, because it doesn't make any sense. They brought back old contestants that's been on the show, but not the
so
one
ridiculous.
person
They
that
brought
made the
back
show.
the old contestants, but they left out the old host.
It's ridiculous. Have they contacted you? Because there's clearly a backlash. I mean, we think they're incredibly stupid doing what they did. But have they contacted you realizing there was such a backlash by not inviting you?
No, I haven't heard a word from them. As I have said, they haven't even offered me a DVD of the show.
Did
Unbelievable.
Oh, so you didn't watch on Tuesday then?
Well, I was going to watch it, but I had it down on my calendar that it was going to be on the next day. I missed it, but
You know,
I don't know whether I missed much or not. I haven't heard any comments from the show itself. I've been too busy talking about the Calgary Stampede and SeaWorld, Florida.
Drew Carey must be in a kind of a weird and bad position here because I'm sure it's not his decision, and he was pretty gracious when he took over. It seems like he's kind of between a rock and a hard place here.
Well, I have nothing ill to say of Drew Carey because he made a perfect impression on me the moment I met him. I had hoped that the host who followed me would continue to do my spay-neuter plug at the end of the show. And when I was to be introduced to Drew, I had every intention of asking him to do it. But we no sooner shook hands and he said, "Bob, I'm going to do your spay-neuter plug at the end of every show so long as I'm the host of Price is Right." And he won me over right then.